What's up, Falcons Nation? It's your boy Jew coming at you with another Atlanta Falcons video. As always, Falcons Nation, rise up. In today's video, I would like to talk about cornerback Alford. But if you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button. Hit that notification bell so you know when I've done Atlanta Falcons content. Hit that like button for your boy. I do appreciate each and every one of you guys for your continued support. Continuing to share out my content on all the social media platforms. If you'd like to follow your boy on Twitter and Instagram, you can follow me at JewTalkSports. If you'd like to donate to my channel, you can donate to my Cash App, which is the $ JewTalkSports. And if you'd like to be a part of my JewTalkSports membership, you can hit that join tab here on the channel as well. But with that being said, let's jump right into the video. So in today's video, as I mentioned, I do want to talk about cornerback Alford. And is Alford a top 10 slot cornerback in the NFL? I recently seen on Twitter, maybe yesterday or the day before, that NFL Game Day put out a list of their top 10 slot cornerbacks in the NFL, and Alford's name wasn't in the top 10. He did retweet the post and basically put bet behind it. And I definitely think that Alford took this personally, and I definitely think that he should let this be motivation to him to continue to, play better and continue to take his game to the next level. Personally, I do think that Alford is definitely a top 10 slot corner in the NFL. Personally, I think he's a top 3 slot corner in the NFL. Ever since he stepped foot in the NFL, I believe last season was his first year with our Atlanta Falcons. He's been a guy that's been balling out. And this year, I feel like he's taking his game to the next level. He's a guy that not only can play the slot cornerback position, but he also is a guy who can play on the outside and play that outside cornerback position as well. But he's a guy that's played really well for our Atlanta Falcons, been one of the better players on the Atlanta Falcons defense, especially in the secondary. He's a great tackler. And to me, to be able to play that slot cornerback position, you have to be a cornerback that's fearless as far as tackling. You have to be able to make open field tackles. And to me, Alford is one of the best tackling corners in the NFL, especially at that slot position. And for whatever reason, our Atlanta Falcons, we've had really good tackling slot corners. If you remember last year, Isaiah Oliver was playing that slot position. He was a really good tackler as well in space. I do think that Alford's a better coverage corner than Isaiah Oliver, especially in man-to-man situations, because Isaiah Oliver wasn't the fastest guy, and he wasn't the most twitchy. Like, he had kind of stiff hips. He wasn't one of the guys that could cover those quick twitch wide receivers the way that Alford can. But for the last couple seasons, the Falcons have always had pretty good slot cornerbacks. Isaiah Oliver, and before Isaiah Oliver, we had Brian Poole, who was with our team in 2016 and 2017 and played on that Super Bowl team. He was another guy that was a really good tackler and pretty decent in coverage. But out of those two guys, Brian Poole and also Isaiah Oliver, I think that Alford may be the better of those two guys just because of his versatility. Brian Poole struggled in coverage, but he was a really good tackler. Isaiah Oliver struggled in coverage at times as well, especially man-to-man situations, because he wasn't the fastest corner, but he was a really great tackler. But I think that Alford, he has the ability not only to cover, but he also tackles well. So he's basically the better of both worlds, where he's not only can cover, but he also can make tackles. So I definitely think that Alford is only going to continue to get better in his career with the Atlanta Falcons. And I definitely think eventually Alford will get another contract with our Atlanta Falcons, because he's the guy, like I said, that's very versatile. Not only his ability to play the cornerback position, but he's also a really good return man. And we've seen him in the preseason basically take a punt back to the house against the Miami Dolphins. So he's a guy, when he gets the football in his hands, he's a playmaker not only on the defensive side of things, but he's also a guy that you can put back there and punt and kick off returns. And he's a guy who can, be very dangerous with the football in his hands as far as being a return man. So with that being said, you guys give me your thoughts on cornerback Alford. Is he a top 10 slot corner in the NFL? Personally, I definitely think he's top 3 when you talk about slot corners in the NFL. And with that being said, I'll also post on my community tab basically the list of the top 10 slot corners that NFL Game Day put out on Twitter. But with that being said, this been your boy Jew. I have a lot more content coming for you guys, but as always, Falcons Nation, rise up, be blessed, peace.